What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on the 350Z. If you guys haven't been following with the build on this, we're just kind of in the starting process, so we haven't gotten too far on it just yet. But basically what we're doing in today's video is some minor touch-ups. I want to get the car back to basically like its normal state, if you want to call it that, before we start doing any of the performance modifications and things like that. So today we've already worked on the passenger side of the car, and basically what we're doing, we have some paint and we're painting the calipers and the drum, rotor hub or rotor hat. The rotor hat. So the outside, I'm not going to get too close to show you guys, but I think I went with a really nice color. And so we've got all our paint here and all of our supplies. Of course, I'll go over everything that we're using in today's video. What we didn't show you on the passenger side is these are pretty much spot welded on.
Yeah. Which is funny because the dealer put new tires on. They just, I don't know, they impact them back on. Don't die.
Do we like watching me do this? I know, it's like, oh, you know what? Easiest way to do it was for me to do this, and you were holding that side.
Oh yeah.
Because if I go too much, okay. Well
guys,
we're gonna get the comments about using an impact wrench, which we don't have with us today.
Yeah. So with the beauty of magic.
All right, you ready? All right, what? 2 more to go?
I think so.
This car was from West Virginia, if you guys didn't see in the collection day video. So there's a little bit of rust up underneath, which we haven't really dove into or showed you just yet. So the goal for today, we're going to be wire brushing the, why do I forget what it's called all the time?
Rotor hat?
Rotor hat. We're going to be wire brushing this, obviously not this portion here, and then repainting the calipers as well. So you can see they're worn, rusted out, don't look very good. So today's video is basically cosmetic. We're going to fix that, make it, you know, cosmetically look nice and look like they're brand new. Basically restoring them. I mean, look how bad this is.
Yeah.
So
and obviously the rust is technically damaging the product, the part of the car, but we're gonna scrub it down to the metal because it's not that bad.
It is
the side
based on the
worse,
passenger side. It's mainly just surfaced.
Yeah, it looks bad, but with the wire brush hitting it, actually smooths it down to the metal really easily.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and walk over to the passenger side. But before we do that, just talking about doing a whole brake job on this kind of car. I called earlier to get some quotes on replacing the just the rotors. It's about $50 to $60 a piece for each one. So you're looking around $200 to replace everything, which is something that I could do, but I haven't researched yet aftermarket brakes, like bigger brake kits.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a temporary fix.
At least, yeah, to get the bad rust off, clean them up so they look good at least.
So if you're not looking to upgrade your brakes, I mean, if you want to zoom in now, this is what it's going to look like. So I went with, well, we'll go grab the paint here. So you can see kind of just like the black here. I guess it's just flat black is what we got. And then I'll go look at the color of that paint there. But I wanted to keep them looking as stock as possible. I didn't want to try to look like I have Brembos by painting them red or something like that, because they're just base brakes.
Yeah.
So I think it's a nice color. It's a little bit darker than the actual paint. The materials that you'll need in today's project, we got 2 cans of paint. Obviously you can pick whatever color you'd like. But for the calipers, we're going with this duplicolor engine enamel with ceramic. Basically just because it takes up to, or goes up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and obviously they get pretty hot. This is not the same color. I wasn't trying to match it to the body color. And then we just got a flat protective enamel for the rotor hub. I think that'll just kind of, again, hide it, so I'm not trying to see like some crazy yellow or orange or something. But those are the cans. They were less than $10 each. And then I have a roll of tape and then a wire brush. All 3 of these were less than 20 bucks versus 200 to replace them all. You know, I mean, if you're replacing them, you're getting better brakes, but the pads and everything work. They're all fine. So there's no need to replace them until I'm going to go aftermarket. True. Like a better set. So if you're looking just to make it pretty, look like they're back to normal, 20 bucks and a couple hours, it's really not all that bad. First step is to use the wire brush. So I'm going to be getting as close to here as I can without making marks on here, obviously. So it might look like I'm getting there, but I'm kind of like a toothbrush. Yeah. Kind of going all around it and obviously getting this whole entire surface and then the whole caliper.
Only you and me don't wanna waste another day being stuck here in this place. No, I wanna hold your hand in mine, watch the sunset in your eyes. Baby, I want to act like we are 22 right now. Just let go, lose control. Play songs on the radio too loud.
So that's before, that's after.
Wow.
Just a little bit more elbow grease and all that's, look at all this stuff. All that's coming off.
This one's the worst looking one.
It is. Out of all four, we at least got the worst one on film so we can show the best progression.
Yeah.
None of the other ones look like this.
And it's crazy because it looks flaking, like it's corroding the metal, eating into it, but
it's not.
I think these are aluminum anyway, and this is the original like smoothness.
Yeah. You get some in your eye?
Yeah, piece just hit me.
So give me like
Wow.
10 minutes.
So let's get a good look, guys.
Yeah.
This is how crappy everything looks.
You ready to look?
Yeah, so this is my first time seeing it after
about
the last
10,
clip.
10 minutes or so. What do you think?
Wow. That's way different. Wow.
Well, look at everything on the concrete.
Dang.
That's all.
Because before
All of
it
it here.
really looked like this was rusted out, like eating through it. But this is just the normal piece of aluminum.
Yeah, I mean, there's some spots that are either really stuck on that I can't
Yeah.
get off,
It's like pieces of rust just glued themselves.
or yeah, and you can see this is a little bit bigger, this gap here,
yeah.
but this edge is very hard to get off.
Yeah,
So like this would be a one I would want to replace,
definitely.
but for right now, again, just cosmetics. We're making it look
It's gonna look a lot
brand
better.
new again. Obviously,
did
you'll be able
remove
to
all
see
this
this.
stuff.
Yeah, obviously you'll be able to see some of this.
Those brake pads must be very thin if it's only like pushing right here. As much as this is cosmetic, I mean they're now back to the normal metal, so it's actually improving the metal back to where it was because the rust actually doesn't eat this. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't eaten, destroyed. So
Yeah.
that's actually pretty awesome.
First up, I'm working on taping all of these studs just to keep them nice and paint free. And then just to keep all of this assembly paint free, we're not actually gonna paint this lip here for the wheel to sit on. So I'm just going to tape around that, and then we're just gonna cover up in the middle. Doing the passenger side, we figured out that painting this first before the caliper just worked easier. Just with all the taping that we have to do, that's kind of, I don't know, it worked that way. So just taping up the caliper now. We've got some cardboard and everything that we're gonna use. You could take these off the car, but the bolts on the back side were just not agreeing with us today, so we're deciding to do it on the car. And honestly, I think that's easier. Like from the other side, we had no issues with it. As long as you cover everything nicely, you won't have to worry about any overspray or anything like that. Last up, we're just working on taping up the rotor surface here and just going around. I want to cover a lot of this here. So when you order a lot of parts, you get a lot of cardboard.
Yeah.
So before we threw it out, we figured this would be our good paint booth. So we are able to cover up, and pretty much on the other side we had zero overspray, which was really nice.
Yeah. So Mike's got the front taped up. While he's working on that, I'm gonna go ahead and start untaping the rear caliper. Just getting all this stuff off. And then all this unevenness will kind of wear out as the brake pads do their job. Oh, you didn't tape up the sub.
Shoot.
Oh well.
Alright.
Yeah, that's again, guys, that's the budget project car.
Whoops.
So
Yeah.
sometimes you make a mistake. It
Well,
probably won't make a difference though.
It won't.
Nah.
At least I'd rather miss this one than the back one. Well, we've let this side dry for a little bit, probably 15-20 minutes now, and now we have to reverse the process, so we're going to start painting the caliper. And what we found out, we're going to use some cardboard. So this is our makeshift divider. That's really all you need though. And we'll have another piece of cardboard over here, so we're not spraying that way. So as you guys saw the before, this is the middle.
Yeah.
And here goes after.
Whenever I'm with you, I am alright. There's something about the way you make me feel inside. I'm counting down the days till we fly away, heading to the sun, only you and me. Don't wanna waste another day being stuck here in this place. No, talk too loud. This could be magical. Whoa, whoa. This could be magical. Whoa, whoa.
Well, that's it, guys. We're into this project about 3 hours now, and that's with eating and filming. Honestly, I think it looks pretty good. You can see there is no more rust, and it just has a nice kind of stock look to it. And then obviously you're not going to see most of this, but it just hides, or covers what we sanded down, and I think it looks really good. So there's the front, and then again, here is the worst one. On the front here, you can see it, I wouldn't say flaking up, but it looks pretty rough underneath it, like we didn't do a good job sanding, but you're really only gonna see the face of it. This is a project that anyone can do in their garage, so hopefully we showed you enough steps to be able to do this yourself. Here's just another look at the afters, and you can see they're kind of the similar color as the wheel as well, but just a little bit different to make them stand out, which is kind of the goal I was going for, but I also wanted them to look as factory as possible as well. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's project. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you give the video a huge thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.